Well, I'm so happy to have you guys with us here on the Q102 Cares for Kids Radiothon. This has been such a weird year, hasn't it? So we're doing things a little bit differently. Our interviews we're doing with Zoom, which is pretty cool. And I think the coolest thing is that we get to see the Bowmans. They're with us now. So how are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
It's good to see all of you. I see Mom and Dad. There's Dad. There we go.
I'm in the car.
How are you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Very, very good. So for people who maybe this is their first time, being part of the Radiothon, they haven't caught up with us. This is their first one. You were there the very, very, very first Radiothon. It was probably the most intense moment of the entire, I think, 9 years that we've been doing this now. You had been running on the track at your high school and had fallen, well, dead, right? A couple times they brought you back, and you ended up on Sky Bear, and they operated on your heart while we were there doing the Radiothon on the very first day. Mom and Dad drove in. They heard us doing the Radiothon. They were on their way to the hospital. They heard it, and it was just to say it was intense for all of us was well, that would be an understatement. But gosh, guys, all these years later, what we're doing now is just catching up and seeing how everybody's doing. And Zach, we've always called you our little brother, but look at you now, man. You're a grown man. So we all want to know the success story from Children's National. Your heart is great now, and you're doing terrific. That's about right, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Everything's going fantastically.
So what are you doing? Tell us about your life.
Well, so right now I'm in my last semester at Shepherd, finishing up my environmental science capstone to graduate.
Wow. Okay. So at one point we caught up, it was about 2 years ago, and you were going to go and take a week and play with bears. And I thought, this is not a really good, you're paying money for this. So what has been so tell me again what your degree is going to be in?
My degree is in environmental studies with
and
focus in wildlife management.
Oh, wow. So what do you want to do with that?
I just want to get a job.
Right answer.
Wow, parents down.
But on a more serious note, I'd like to go to the Park Service, the Forest Service, USDA,
That's terrific.
Anywhere where I get to work outside instead of sitting behind a desk. You're
Isn't
better
that
at that
terrific?
than I am.
And Mom and Dad, I know you guys have got to be so proud.
Yes. I mean, actually, we get to travel back down to Children's March the 21st, I believe.
Oh, wow. What are you going to be doing?
Well, when Zach had the surgery back in 2013, they implanted that defibrillator in his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since 2013, the battery life has been going well, but now it's time to replace it. So he's going down on the 23rd to have his defibrillator replaced at Children's.
Wow. That sounds like it could be a big deal. I mean, it's a serious surgery, I would imagine. Yeah.
Well, at first they told us it's just a matter of going in and replacing the battery in it. But with so many upgrades over the years, now they want to replace the whole unit. So before, the battery was just like in and out surgery. So now with them putting the new one in, he has to be there overnight. So it's a little more intensive, but like I said, technology's gotten so good over the years that what they have now is much better than what he has right now.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
How quickly. Wow, man. That's crazy. And I know that you see, for me, when I hear somebody's going back to Children's, I know that Children's is going to take care of you. Like, that makes me go, whew. And I'm sure that it's the same for you, huh, Mom?
Yeah, we're going to have the same chief
cardiologist. I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you.
We're going to have the same cardiologist, the cardiac surgeon that we had the first time. And the thing I think I like about children's too is that they allow us to stay with them
Oh, great.
regardless of his age. So he can, because it's being the research hospital that is, he can kind of stay with the same program. And I don't know how long they'll let us do that, but there's a lot of comfort in that because the electrophysiology nurses are absolutely phenomenal there. They're wonderful to work with. And so they call and they're like, you can stay at the Ronald McDonald home. We'll help you with reservations. And, you can come into the hospital. He has to have a COVID test before he goes in and everything. So they're very cautious about all that. They're going to allow us to go in with them. So
Great.
that's exciting to be able to stay with the same team of people that we have throughout our journey.
That's amazing. That really is amazing. So I always ask, there are families, there are people who this is their first time watching the Radiothon, hearing the Radiothon, and they've been thinking about calling in to become a miracle maker, to donate. What would you say to those parents?
My theory on this is that back in 2013, when it happened to us, it was a shock because Zachary was very healthy, just the normal everyday kid, no health problems, no nothing. And it just happened out of the blue. So we can all look at our kids and say, well, they look healthy, but we're never promised tomorrow. We're actually very lucky to have Zach with us today because of Children's, because of the local hospitals here. But I mean, yeah, we're very lucky to have Children's National that close that with all the advancements, the technology, the specialty doctors and nurses. I just think that little donation that you make every month goes a long way. It doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of a year, it all adds up. So it seems insignificant. You're gonna blow money, like you say, at the store getting coffee or a drink. If you just make a simple donation, it helps because it could be your son, it could be somebody you're related to, it could be a best friend, your next door neighbor, and so on. It's just that you just never know. So a little donation could really help a family out in their time of need.
That's well said. Well said.
I think
So,
helping one another. We need to be helping one another and caring for one another as a community.
Yes, we do. You're absolutely right. More of that is what we need.
Yeah.
It really is. So, all right, Zach, you're about to graduate. How soon?
May.
Oh man, how does it feel? Have you got senioritis?
No.
No? You're staying with it. You're buckling down to the very,
I want to
very
be done.
Good man. Very good. Well, gang, it's been so good to catch up with you. It's so good to see your faces. I wish I could just give you all hugs. That's what we normally do. I'm a real hugger, but pandemic. But
Oh wait,
we would.
maybe they have a hug reaction here on Zoom.
Right. So at some point we'll all be able to see each other again and get big hugs. And until then, hey, listen, love you so much. Best of luck. Best of luck with the surgery. Let us know when you're going in, okay? And good luck with graduation too, buddy.
Thanks,
So
Chris.
proud of you. So proud of you. Gang, love you all. Take care.
Love you
Thanks,
too.
Chris.
Bye.
Bye, Kelly.